You ever heard the phrase, my computer has a bug, when it has a virus, or noticed the correlation between group thought and the phrase hive-minded? Even the Matrix movies refer and liken the machine army that destroyed humanity as bugs. This is a topic rarely discussed, and I don't believe in coincidences. I'd like to start an open discussion referring to what I just stated on this World Wide Web. It's a topic that's really not covered that often, but I do see other people on, social media platforms in general trying to talk about it, such as my buddy here, Landofblinded_2, dropping great content on this particular subject, such as the bug eating the you-know-what shirt, Lady Gaga's Grammy dress, and the Vatican altar. As you can tell there, it's what would be appearing to be mandibles eating a phallic symbol. Now, it may seem like pareidolia, which is the phenomena they say that you see things that aren't there, or you make a correlation with the preconceived notion based on your bias. But as you start to look into this, and if you have pattern recognition in your intellectual repertoire, then you'll start to see this all over the place in reality, actually. And of course, when you point this out to people, they'll of course call you crazy, but pattern recognition is actually a sign of critical thinking abilities and the ability to think for oneself, which has honestly been pushed into all of our collective consciousnesses, knowingly and or unknowingly. And you have to at least ask yourself the question, because you hear from friends or family members typically, or from news media outlets which I really try to tune out of, the hive mind. Well, what is this hive mind? What is it referring to? There's obviously some deeper occult meaning secret context going on here, because you see it throughout reality in all kinds of different ways. A great example of this art, quote unquote, imitating reality is the band Alien Ant Farm. Now, of course, this video isn't specifically into the heliocentric, geocentric conversation specifically, but if you're familiar with my permaband channel, which was Flat Out Truth 92, or any kind of content on this channel, you'll see that there's obviously some kind of weird, bizarre push, such as the name of this band, Alien Ant Farm. But if you know about extraterrestrials, extra land beyond lands that we're not allowed to visit, you'll see that they're trying to push some kind of weird heliocentric, kind of extraterrestrial, like alien, obviously, space alien push. And then, of course, with that being said, you throw in this occult imagery, which some would just, of course, push off. The band is just trying to depict themselves in artistic fashion. At face value, that might be a solid enough explanation for the not-so-critical thinkers out there. But anybody that has any kind of even basic understanding of symbolism and duality, etc., these kinds of concepts, will see the writing literally on the wall, such as in this picture here, which is really, really weird, honestly. And such as Lamb of the Blinded pointed out with this specific metal here, they typically have that octagonal shape to it, such as, maybe with the UFC, for instance. That's another good example of kind of that in-your-face, hive mind, honeycomb thought process going on there. Whether this be, surface level secular or something more metaphysical, I think it's actually a combination of both. Whether, because there's obviously so many references throughout movies and entertainment, etc., with cyberspace and bugs in the system. Like I said, in the Matrix movies, they reference the machine army as squids, which of course I know isn't a bug, but the tentacle aspect, you get what I'm saying here. There's definitely more going on here. Cyberspace, like I said, that's something else to kind of think about, with the heliocentric push to the cyberspace being, of course, the Ethernet that we use. And it's almost like the more I personally look into this topic, I just noticed how, metaphysically speaking, through my opinion, through my personal research, is I see it almost as if the hive mind or the bug archetype, whatever we want to call it, is almost bleeding through the matrix, the fabric of reality, the ether, whatever name you want to get or call it, and it's reflecting itself in the physical secular reality. And that's, like I said, a topic I really would like to start making videos and people talk about more and really get into, because I think it's a fascinating topic, and I really think there's a lot of in-your-face stuff with this topic. I really wish people would start talking about this more. And of course, this ties into, the electricity equals electric city conversation, which is more Tartaria, but you see where I'm going with like the alien ant farm idea, you know what I'm saying? We're all just a bunch of bugs or ants, just walking around, going about our daily lives, 9 to 5s, etc. Just kind of feeding this bug-like system. I mean, anytime, just go look out in nature, and go look at an ant hill or a wasp nest or a honeybee hive, and just kind of observe nature, and you'll just see the overt correlation between humans or human beings and insects, which is just absolutely it's just profound. I mean, even as a child, I kind of always had these subconscious correlations between human beings and bugs, just between how we go about our daily lives. Like I said, observe some anthills, for instance, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I think a lot of what I'm talking about kind of goes over a lot of people's heads, because most of the time I'm probably dealing with NPCs. And this diagram, if you want to pause it or whatever to get yourself a better understanding of what I mean by that, most of these people are quite literally hive-minded. They're attached to this black cube Kaba matrix, which I've done other content on before. I'm not even sure if that video is still on this channel. I had it on my other channel talking about how the correlation between the Vatican, this idea of the beehive, even in blank asinary, I won't say the full word because videos for entertainment purposes only. It's shown that the honeycomb is revered. The honey is typically shown in a lot of old esoteric artwork where it's always at the pinnacle, and it's, in my opinion, that there's probably more to it. I don't even fully comprehend or understand. I don't even want to say understand, but understand the esoteric nature of pictures like that, because there's so much to really rip apart of a lot of those kinds of images. But like I said, I think a lot of people, or if you even want to call them that, kind of refuse to have this conversation, because like Morpheus said in the, hold on 1 second please, like Morpheus said in the Matrix, there's people, or NPCs for lack of better words, that will actively try to defend the very system that is keeping them spiritually entrapped. And of course, this is only a 10-minute long video, but I want to start dropping stuff on my channel on YouTube talking about this. Maybe we need to talk about this for hours. I mean, this is something that could be talked about and really went on and elaborated on for days. But Land of the Blinded, like I said, he's already really ripped apart a lot of this with his connection between Lilith. And if you check his page out, you maybe be able to get some more context of what that even means. Because when I first checked him out, actually, his stuff was actually very had given me a lot of cognitive dissonance. But as I've looked into this more, it's really kind of pushed me to talk about this topic as well. So you guys check it out and let me know what you think. Comment down below. Let's talk about this more. We need to grow this channel.